A big thanks goes out to Squarespace for sponsoring this week's video.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome to yet another vlog. This one's going to be a bit strange because I've been away for the past 2 or so weeks, and I've been on a trip to Antarctica with Nigel Danson, Rick Bebbington, James Popsis, Maz, Peter Iverson, Jeroen, whose surname I don't even want to try and pronounce, and Rihanna. And we've kind of extended our holiday and ended up at Torres del Paine in Chile, Patagonia. It's a very popular area for photography, but I've never actually been here, so I thought it'd be a great opportunity to get my take on these infamous peaks behind me. This is our first morning here. We have no clue where we're going. I do have a map that a kind Raymond gave me on the ship, but we're just kind of trying to get our bearings. Looks like we might get some decent light this morning. You just see some red in the clouds there, but we're just kind of scoping the place out. We found this overlook that I'm sure a lot of people have photographed before, but we'll see if we get some epic light and get some great shots of these peaks. Okay, all of my optimism is slowly diminishing. Looks like we're losing the light. It was looking really promising there for a second, but I think out to the east it's cloudier than usual. There's some really great red clouds here. One of the problems with areas like this for me is that I've seen so many awesome photographs from probably this location. That, I mean, basically, most of the locations you're framing these classic peaks in the background, and it's really hard to not get those images out of your mind. So you have all these preconceived images in your mind, because with epic light, and you can see the potential here. So it is hard to not keep thinking about those. I think, oh yeah, it'd really be nice to get something like that. I think if we get a chance to explore a bit more today, it'd be really great to come away with something a little bit different. And actually, it'd be great to come away with some images that maybe don't even have these peaks in the background. We'll see how it goes. The textures up in the mountains there are just absolutely gorgeous, but like I said, it just needs just a bit of light.
A big thanks goes out to Squarespace for sponsoring this week's video. I've been using Squarespace for a few years now, and what I enjoy about using the platform is its elegant design templates and ease of use. With Squarespace, you can start a completely personalized website with the new guided design system, Squarespace Blueprint. Choose from professionally curated layouts and styling options to build a unique online presence from the ground up, tailored to your brand or business and optimized for every device. Easily launch your website and get discovered fast with integrated, optimized SEO tools so you show up more often to more people and grow the way you want. If this sounds appealing, why not head on over to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, use the code AdamGibbs to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
So we stopped briefly for a coffee, and of course, as we were having coffee, there was some really great light on the mountains here, and as always, rush outside to try and photograph the light, and the light disappeared on me. It wasn't, oh, there's a bit of light there now. There's tons of great things to photograph here. I mean, the elephant in the room is definitely the mountains, and as beautiful as they are a bit of a problem, because it seems that every image you take is going to have those mountains in the background with just a different foreground. But having said that, I mean, it would be great to get at least one image of these peaks in great light. You know, these guys are butting in on my composition. Oh, of course, now the light's good. It is a nice foreground. Oh, this is just ridiculous. So epic mountains up here, James in the background, give it a bit of scale, lovely foreground. The trees here are fascinating. I think these are beech trees. This isn't a beech tree, but I'm pretty sure with these little leaves here. And they're all twisted and misshapen by the wind. Weather wasn't looking so promising this morning, but the clouds are broken up a bit, and obviously the sun's hitting some of the peaks, so just gorgeous. I can see why this is a popular area for photographers and hikers and such. Just stunning. Now James and Maz are down here. I thought I'd come up on a bit of higher spot, see if I can get a slightly different perspective, but it's more or less the same view. It's just a matter of finding a different composition. I think from this point there isn't really any advantage for being up here. These shrubs that are down below me here, they're quite lovely because they form these mounds. They're very prickly. They look like some kind of cactus, so they have a lot of big thorns on them. Same with the larger shrubs. They have really harsh thorns on them, so you have to be careful. But I thought that might be nice to have those in the foreground, but I'm not sure if this is the spot for that. Also behind me there's a nice little pinnacle, but to get to it I would have to kind of scramble down, and to be honest with you, I don't know if it's such a great idea because I'll be disturbing some of the vegetation. As many of you know, I'm here with James Popsis, and I really like James's approach to photography, where he composes images that ask more questions, and I really like that approach. So I'm using my inner James Popsis here. We have a hotel here with a spectacular mountain range, but in the foreground we have these dumpsters full of garbage. So it is quite a contrast between what's beautiful and the waste from a hotel.
Very quickly, since I just mentioned hotels, I want to give a big shout out to Maz for organizing our stay while we were in Patagonia, and an even bigger shout out to the Rio Serrano Hotel and Spa. Our stay at the hotel couldn't have been more perfect. Amazing views of the mountains from our bedrooms, and exceptional food throughout the day, from breakfast to dinner. So if you are looking for an excellent place to stay, if you go to Patagonia, be sure to check out the Rio Serrano. You won't be disappointed. All right, back to the photography.
Here we are in this beautiful location. Of course, now we're all copying James because he's found this wheelbarrow in front of the lodge with the bridge. So I like it. It does ask a lot of questions. I like his approach. You kind of think, well, why is that wheelbarrow sitting there? I mean, we all know why the dumpster's there, but anyway, it's interesting. It's a neat way, a neat approach to photography, I think. Because, you know, we tend to, and I'm as guilty as this as everybody else, we tend to go just for the really pretty scenes and kind of put aside the ugliness of some of these areas, and there is a lot. Some of it is intentional and some of it is hidden, but I think it's important to maybe include some of those things. So yeah, it's very interesting. Well, good morning everybody. Another absolutely gorgeous morning in Patagonia. Sorry, I'm a bit a bit tired this morning. It's funny, Nigel was driving the car and across the Drake I didn't feel queasy at all. We were coming back from Antarctica, but just on this short trip to here I was feeling a bit queasy. So everybody's kind of split up. They've gone their own ways. They've found their own compositions and areas to go. And we scoped out this whole area yesterday, and I found a couple of areas that I really quite liked. But I thought, you know what? I'm just going to go for a straight mountain shot. So I'm on top of this this little hill here, overlooking the mountains. And it really is stunning. I think we might get some morning light this morning. You can just see behind me here, the clouds are starting to get quite red. And if I go on the other side of the camera, you should be able to see the peaks that I'm photographing. So let's do that right now. All right, that's probably a better view for you guys. As you can see, back here, we have, we don't have first light yet, but we do have a bit of a glow there. And when we got up, it wasn't looking great, but I think with this area, the reason why it gets such great light is because usually it's cloudy over the mountains, but to the east, it's quite flat. So there's these plains, and I think it's quite clear in that area. And of course, we're right on the edge of the mountains here, so that's why it gets such wonderful light. I've seen so many photographs with wonderful light. Okay, I said I wanted to photograph something else. Well, this cloud suddenly lit up. It's beautiful. So you've got this pink cloud and then the darker clouds kind of framing it. And there's a little hint of a peak back here. So I've just added that at the very sliver of it at the bottom of the frame with this amazing cloud. Beautiful. Maybe I'm just too early because the clouds that are lighting up are quite high, so maybe I'm just impatient as usual. Oh, I'm getting quite excited now. Perhaps we will get some amazing light. Oh, behind me here, looks like the clouds are lighting up back here. So there's hope yet. Oh my goodness. I guess I was way off. It's absolutely kicking off. Wow. Look at that. That's incredible. And all behind me. Down here, over here where I was photographing before. Just amazing. And of course, the creme de la creme, these peaks here. Beautiful. Whoa. Yes! Incredible! It's all right, I'm just shouting to Nigel. Nigel's down there, I can see his red jacket. Wow, okay, I better take a better shot, bunch of shots, rather than just vlogging it. Amazing.
Thank you folks for watching this week's video. I really appreciate it. If you'd like to support my channel, why not head on over to Kozu Books, where you'll find my second printing of Aspen. Aspen is a collection of photographs that I took in the Canadian Rockies a couple of years ago when my friend Jeremy Jackson and I had some absolutely fantastic conditions photographing the autumn color. So go check that out at kozubooks.com. Until next time, bye-bye.